Hi. It's been a long time, I hate to say. Specifically, what day is it? It is July 27th. Woof. I dropped off of the artist way, which really sucks. Life got a little crazy. Some intense things happened. ADHD kicked in, was like, oh my god, look at all these shiny, bright things that are so much more important than what I'm working on. Not true. Alas, here we are. We can either get back on the horse and do the artist way, or we can wallow. And I'm not a fan of wallowing. Well, not anymore, anyway. Look, I want to talk about realistic failure and what that means, because this is very vulnerable of me. Part of me, like, inside is like, completely quit YouTube, delete all the videos, start again, figure it out. But that's not real. That's it's a band-aid on a bigger solution. And like right now, I am not in my peak form. My hair is a wreck. I have no makeup on. I'm literally drinking my first coffee of the day. I will probably do too. I want to fail well. I want to be consistent. I want to get back to that sweet, sweet spot of doing things and getting them done. And like I said, this hurts. This sucks because I failed, and you know that I failed. But I hope we can foster a small community, or just of kind people who understand what failure is. Yeah. So here we go. We're going from week 6 to week 7. And week 6 was kind of a fluke. I did it over 2.5 weeks, did 2 artist dates even, but we're going straight to week 7. And I really hope you join me, and I hope you will stay and enjoy the ride. I'll chat to you guys soon. Bye.
Brain dump involves multiple steps of its own. If you're really wanting to follow this and you don't want to take notes, you can find it down below or over on my blog. I will have all of these steps specifically listed out for you, including the questions that I ask, if you want to just copy and paste those from the description so that you can start this process on your own. But the first thing that I do is I ask myself, what deadlines are coming up? What are the things that have to get done that are on a specific time schedule? So for me, that might want to color code the things that are deadlines, or you could highlight the things that are specific deadlines. That's the first thing to do to start feeling like you're in control, is to really take stock of what are my non-negotiables? What are the things I've already committed to that I absolutely can't miss? It could be family obligations, it could be coursework, it could be other things like that. Now, I also am signed up for a course that has some things going on this weekend, but I don't have to be there for that. I'm not leading the group. I'm not doing a Q&A. I was just going to be a participant, and that is going to be recorded. So that's something that's a deadline coming up that I can push back. I don't have to be a part of it. The next question that I ask myself in my brain dump process is, what are some easy things that I feel like are like clouding my judgment or hanging over my head that really and truly I could get done in a very short period of time, but I just haven't done them yet? Like the little nagging kinds of things, like taking something to the post office real quick, making a quick phone call, changing over something really quick, changing the sheets on the bed, sweeping up a mess that's in the kitchen, doing the dishes. Like it can be as simple as that, just getting the dishes done, or cleaning up the floor in this one room with all the toys. Anything that has been causing you any kind of anxiety or that you can get a quick win from. So this is low-hanging fruit, things that have been, every
feel like it's a little bit of an unreliable narrator. And so on this walk, Louisa is like jumping from up here. I don't actually understand what she was doing. She was like jumping into his arms. I don't know why. She's not a child, but I guess maybe she kind of is. I don't know. It was weird.
Particular that would work. You could also just put them inside your planner, or if you don't want to use
research. I have found information on Section 8 and government coupons that will help.
Alrighty. Hello. We are at the end of week 7. It's been a tumultuous week, but we've gotten a lot done. We were able to complete, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of the tasks, so I'm pretty happy about that. And right now we're going to do the check-in. So, how many days this week did you do your morning pages? Have you allowed yourself to daydream a few creative risks? Are you coddling your artist child with childhood loves? So I did all my morning pages, and in fact I finished my morning pages in my book, so I've switched to my bullet journal to work on them. So that's super exciting, and I have a little clip included of me flipping through the finished book of morning pages. As far as daydreaming, I've allowed myself to think about doing a writer's retreat, something very indulgent and special to me, but we're working to see if we deserve it, kind of thing. So we'll see about that. And are you coddling your artist child with childhood loves? Yes and no. I'm trying to grapple with the fact that one of my childhood loves is walking. When I was a kid, I was very nature driven, and I've definitely lost that living in a city. So I'm trying to get back to that, but my body can only take so much. So we're going at it slow and steady. So we're seeing how that goes. Number 2, did you do your artist date this week? Did you use it to take any risks? What did you do? How did it feel? So my artist date this week was a walk. It felt very indulgent. It was just a quick 22 minute walk, but I was able to walk around where I live and like just kind of explore, and it was nice. And I listened to a podcast while I did it. I think it's called Sympathy Pains. My therapist recommended it to me, and that was really nice. But it didn't feel risky. It didn't feel indulgent, but it did feel purposeful. So I'm very happy about that. And I'm very excited today or tomorrow to pull the artist date for week 8, which hopefully I will get on camera. Number 3, did you experience any synchronicity this week? What was it? No synchronicity. In fact, I've had kind of a lot of things that have been duds. I had a lot of rejections, poetry rejections specifically this week, and I got kind of triggered, so to speak, because a person who I'm very envious of got very successful, how do I say this? They did something very successfully, we'll say that, and so it sparked great envy in me, which that's something that this chapter kind of talks about, is how to use envy to your advantage. So synchronicity in that way of lighting a fire under me, reminding me of what I need to do and why I need to do it. So that's definitely one thing. Were there any other issues this week that you consider significant to your recovery? Describe them. So I have been working slowly, surely, on my poetry collection, and also I edited a chapter for my novel. So things are happening, but I am looking forward to week 8. I'm looking forward to continuing this process and seeing where it takes me. And I'm excited to take you along with me. So let's mark this as week 7. And I'll see you all next time. Bye.